The Elder Scrolls IV: Oblivion is undoubtedly one of my favorite games of all time, and what played a big role in my enjoyment of this game when I was younger was the music. The tracks are composed by Jeremy Soule, who had previously done Morrowind soundtrack, and would go on to do Skyrim soundtrack as well. While Oblivion's tracklist is noticeably smaller than Skyrim's, the quality of the songs within it is enough to blow most other RPGs out of the water. Today I will count down my top 5 favorite music tracks in Oblivion, and I will base the list on what the track means to me from a nostalgic perspective. The following list will obviously be subjective, so your own top 5 list will most likely be different, but I'd be curious to hear you comment about it below. Grab your headphones, and let us begin. Number 5. Unmarked Stone. Now this is a track that creates atmosphere. At times I would play Oblivion during the evenings when I was a kid, and sometimes during the nights if my mom had gone to bed. I remember sneaking through dimly lit forts or mysterious alien ruins with this track going in the background. It created an intense air of suspense, especially when I was playing a stealthy character. I used to adjust the brightness and contrast of my TV monitor, making the dark castles even darker, and this forced me to use torches to find my way in the darkness. You can imagine how scary that was for little Carl, especially when skeletons and zombies were patrolling the halls. The track might be called Unmarked Stone, but you require great courage to keep unmarked underwear. Number 4. Watchmans Ease. This is a track that plays during your downtime as an adventurer, where you can really soak in the atmosphere of the music. Watchmans Ease reminds me of the first time I entered the streets of the Imperial City and strolled around the marketplace, amazed at the amount of stores and people that were there. Spending time in dialogue menus or looking around town for that one gosh darn NPC I needed for my quest felt less like a bore when this track soothed my nerves. It kept me company during my lollygagging, like when I built a staircase out of floating paintbrushes to reach the top of the White Gold Tower. It's a peaceful day. The Watchman can take it easy.
Good thing we have the Black Horse Courier. I don't know how we'd get our news without it.
That is, until track number 3 kicks in. Number 3. Bloody Blades. Out of all the combat tracks in Oblivion, this is probably my favorite. Right out of the gate, this track just assaults your ears, alerting you to the immediate danger at hand. You must reach for your weapon, pick your spells, or pull that arrow out of your quiver. There's a battle about to go down. Only one of you will leave this place alive, and you are determined to make sure it's you who comes out on top. Whether it's a lowly bandit or a Dromora warlord, this track always got me pumped up for a good battle, although it doesn't quite fit mudcrab ambushes. But if a mudcrab happened to find a secret stash of skooma and consume said skooma, who knows? We might get the scariest enemy on Tamriel, and then this track would hit the spot. Number 2. Sunrise of Flutes. This beautiful composition signals the coming of a new day. A day filled with exciting adventures, or just silly lollygagging. The guards in Cyrodiil seem to accept such behavior more than their Skyrim counterparts.
No lollygagging.
This track brings to mind the memory of role-playing as a mage at the Arcane University.
Greetings.
From the creation of spells and enchantments to the daily chatter with my fellow mages, most of which have very little interest in talking to me.
Yes, I'm sure you've got something exceedingly important to say. But the apprentices do not teach themselves now, do they? Good day.
Sunrise of Flutes stand among the most iconic out of Oblivion's peaceful tracks, and it's recognizable straight from the very beginning, as the name fits the song so very well. Stepping out into the province of Cyrodiil for the first time was a magical experience for me, and the music made that experience tremendously more unforgettable. And there's especially one track that brought me into this game world. Number 1. Auriel's Ascension. You will have to look hard to find a more calming track than this. As with Skyrim, my favorite track is the slow and atmospheric one. Whether I was traversing forests during a furious downpour or collecting ingredients in the fading sunlight, this track was there to help me reflect on myself and my adventure. Once the soft piano began playing, I was taken far away from the room I was sitting in. The song manages to implement many instruments and composes them in such a way that they all perfectly complement each other and provide a varied and at times emotional listener experience. Whenever I buy a horse from a stable in Cyrodiil, this track always seems to accompany me shortly afterwards. Maybe it's a foreshadowing of that horse's inevitable demise. I hope to one day treat my dear animals better. Rest in peace, Walnuts. Gruffbog is sorry.
I couldn't protect you.
Thanks for watching my top 5 list. If you wish to see more lists like this, then you can find a playlist down below that contains even more top 5 goodness. Have a still good day, take care and stay awesome. But most importantly everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.